Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm John, an old YouTuber. Let's continue. I did watch the news in the Danish television. It's 12:20 a.m. I think you said 12:40, 12:50 a.m. Then it's 1 p.m. It's still 12:20 a.m. Though you change from a.m. to p.m. when it's 1 p.m. I think maybe when it's midnight you say it's 12:30 p.m. You maybe say, I'm not sure. But I just read the W15, but I forgot to write it down there. This is the W18. So just do this, but every time I read something they mention some new car. This is why my list is growing bigger and bigger. Because I did like to read about like this one. That was maybe the W123. That's maybe, if I should have an old Mercedes, should be something from the 80s. I'm not going to try to buy this kind because that would be too expensive. They're too old and too special, too expensive. That's for adult males who have a lot of money. They have many millions. Yes, they may be owning a house and they have a big storage for they can have 20 cars on the private property. They have a lot of land and stuff. I don't have stuff. I'm an old poor man on pension. I'm not going to try to buy this kind of old cars because you need a lot of money to buy it and to keep it. Because this part they are so special, the engine are so old and special, you need to handmade everything maybe. No, you need to buy the spare parts very expensive all over the world. I don't have the money for that, but many have money for that. Not many, but many have many millions of dollars they are spending to collect old cars. Like others, they are collecting toy cars, but they are collecting real cars.
Mercedes-Benz W18. Mercedes-Benz W18 Vustenrot Feinsterofest Sug 20110710097.jpg. Mercedes-Benz 290 Cabriolet B, CA 1934. Overview Manufacturer Mercedes-Benz called Mercedes-Benz TYP 290 Production 1933 19377,495 Cars Assembly Stuttgart, Germany. Body and chassis glass luxury car body style shorter chassis 1933-1937, 4-door limousine. Sedan /saloon, with 6 side windows torpedo-bodied 4-door Touring Wagen 2 and 4-door cabriolets, various, longer chassis 1934-1937, 4-door limousine, sedan /saloon, with 4 side windows 4-door 6-seater Pullman limousine, sedan /saloon, with 6 side windows torpedo. Bodied 4-door 6-seater Touring Wagen 2 and 4-door cabriolets. The Mercedes-Benz W18 was a 6-cylinder automobile introduced as the Mercedes-Benz TYP 290 in 1933. It was a smaller engine successor to the manufacturer's TYP 350/370 Mannheim Model. 1. In terms of the German auto business of the 1930s, it occupied a market position roughly equivalent to that filled by the Mercedes-Benz E-Class in the closing decades of the 20th century. 2. The W18 was replaced in 1937 by the manufacturer SW142, TYP 320. 3. Several different models with names incorporating the number 290 were produced by Mercedes-Benz during the 1930s. so that for the avoidance of ambiguity the car is frequently identified using the manufacturer's works number as the Mercedes-Benz W18. Contents: engine and running gear. Mercedes-Benz TYP 290, short chassis, 1933-1937. Mercedes-Benz TYP 290, long chassis, 1934-1937. Commercial. References: engine and running gear. The 6-cylinder 2867cc side valve engine produced a maximum output of 60 PS, 44 kilowatts, 59 HP, at 3,200 RPM. In 1935 the compression ratio was increased along with maximum power, which was now given as 68 PS, 50 kilowatt, 67 HP. Power was delivered to the rear wheels via a 4-speed manual transmission with synchronous on the top two ratios. On standard-bodied cars, the 1:1 ratio was achieved with third gear, leaving the fourth ratio as an overdrive ratio. The rear wheels were attached to a swing axle, while at the front a lateral leaf spring was complemented by a pair of coil springs. The foot brake applied stopping power to all four wheels via a hydraulic control mechanism. 4. Various, Roadster, from 1936, layout FR layout powertrain engine 2,867 ccm 18i6 dimensions wheelbase 2,880 mm, 113 in, or 3,300 mm, 130 in. Length 4,370 mm, 172 in, or 4,870 mm, 192 in. Width 1,730 mm, 68 in. Height 1,440 mm, 57 in. 1,660 mm, 65 in. Chronology: predecessor Mercedes-Benz W10, successor Mercedes-Benz W142, Mercedes-Benz 320. Mercedes-Benz TYP 290, short chassis, 1933-1937. The shorter cars sat on a 2,880 mm, 113 in. wheelbase. The bodies closely resembled those fitted on the TYP 200, W21, models of the same period, although the bodies fitted on the TYP 290s were actually a little larger. A car fitted with the least expensive of the standard W18 bodies, which was a 4-seat 6-light limousine, sedan /saloon, was listed by the manufacturer at 7,950 marks. A 4-door torpedo-bodied 4-door touring wagon was priced at 9,500 marks, and there were also, from the start, no fewer than 3 different standard cabriolet bodies with 2 or 4 doors and between 2 and 4 seats, designated as the Cabriolet B, the Cabriolet C and the Cabriolet D. In 1936 these were joined by a 4th more sporting Cabriolet, which was 190 mm, 7.5 in, lower than the other standard-bodied cars. 5. The manufacturer also made the W18 available in Berry chassis form for customers preferring to specify a bespoke body from an independent coach builder. In addition, a significant number of Quasar Jeep Military Cubel wagon were produced based on the same chassis and mechanical components. Mercedes-Benz TYP 290, long chassis, 1934-1937. Mercedes-Benz W18 1935. A year after the appearance of the shorter-bodied car, a longer 3,300 mm, 130 in, wheelbase became available. All the body types offered for the shorter car were now also offered for the longer one. In addition, there was a 6-seater Pullman limousine and a cabriolet version of the 6-seater bodied car designated the Cabriolet F. A Roadster Cabriolet was added in 1936. 6. Long chassis cars came with different transmission ratios where the 1:1 ratio matched fourth gear and there was no overdrive. Final drive ratio was also raised for the longer cars. 7. Commercial. Mercedes-Benz produced 7,495 W18 passenger cars, of which 3,566 sat on the shorter chassis while 3,929 used the longer chassis. The German auto market in the middle 1930s absorbed roughly 200,000 passenger cars annually. In its strongest years, 1934 and 1935, the W18 was selling at the rate of approximately 2,000 cars annually, implying a market share of very roughly 1%. 8. In addition to the cars, 719 quasi-Jeep military W18 Kubelwagen were produced. 9. References. Werner Oswald, Mercedes-Benz Personenwagen 1886.
Yes, they keep mention this book, Oswald, Werner Oswald, but this is a German book, so we cannot do that, we cannot read this in German. This was last edited in January, 16th January, but they must mention another one, the W10, but the W140 I have there. The 140 have there, but the 320 don't have the 320. So we have to download this too. Don't have to, but I like to do it. So every time I read a PDF, I will have 2 more. This is why it gets bigger and bigger. This is why I cannot go down in my list, because my list could keep growing. But now I do this. I try to read about this old Mercedes. No, I will not try to get that old, because they will probably cost many 100,000 of Danish kroners or dollars. Because there was only 7,000. They only make 7,000 worldwide, so there will be not so only few thousand left. So let's search. Yes, they got the 10. The 10 and the 320. Yes, this is the Mercedes 10. Yes, then I keep, but let's not do that. And let's do this one, W3. So that's not more, we are all the way back to 1926. We can do that. I don't know what this is, S-Class, not. So we read this. Then you got a 380. There, but let's that's 4 more, so it's just getting you can see my problem. No, it's not a problem, but it's just growing bigger and bigger, and it takes longer and longer time. But I just spent few days to do this too. I getting down to there, but now I have to write all this down here, all these numbers, and now we are out of yes, I don't know what number to give it. Yes, I don't know what number to give this. Yes, W10. But now I do it. If I not do it now, I will probably never do it. That this will never get to my YouTube channel if I not just do it today and tomorrow, the next day. I will just have it on a read list and then I will never do it. So we'll just do it now because I like to read it. I maybe buy an old Mercedes one day, but not that old. They are too old, they're too expensive, too old, too special. That's for real collectors, real collectors with a lot of money. I'm not a real car collector, I'm just an old YouTuber on pension with a low income. I have debt and all kind of stuff. 380. Yes, but now I need to write this down there. That was, but now I have to remember to delete it. No, that was the 380, I had to delete it there. So next is this double, just next to go of this list, W10 and W03 and this one. Then we got two more there, then I'll go back to there. No, then we have some engines. Yes, and now it's 12:40. So when I finish of this, it will be 1 PM, so it takes a lot of time. And now I'm thirsty again, I need something to drink. My mouth is totally dry, like I'm in a desert. I should maybe brush my teeth, but I'm always thirsty. But that's just good. That's just good to be thirsty. We have to record that. So that's just good at drinking. Because some older people, they are forgetting to drink enough water. They are not thirsty, even they have to drink. No, like older people, more than 80 years old or more than 75. But you have to drink like 3 liters of water every day or even more. 3 or 4 liters if it's very hot outside. You can even drink much more, like 4 or 5 liters. If it's a heat wave or something, you have to drink a lot of water. Like 4 or 5 liters or even more.